probably like 50 pumpkins still sitting out.
There is?
Yeah.
My neighbor would like to give them to her goats.
Yeah, I noticed them today. I was there with my grandson.
You want to just message Sean and ask her?
Is that today?
Yeah.
You
They're
would
all
need a
painted,
picture.
all the ones that are painted, I guess the kids just didn't want them or whatever.
Yeah.
They forgot.
Yeah, there's a piece of it.
I thought there was less than last year, though. We had a lot last year.
Chuck, we're taking them away, Mark.
I'm sorry, I'll come bring this outside.
That's right.
Yeah, if you break them open, the deer will eat them.
I'm gonna take them out.
I think the chicken.
They're pretty covered.
Chickens will, yeah, probably.
Yeah, they won't eat the real painted ones, but if you break them up.
They won't eat the painted ones.
Chickens won't eat them.
They won't eat the painted ones.
Brooks
I'm
did
gonna
on
this
girls
outside.
last year. I love them.
They need to have a sign or something out there to let you know they're scary crap out.
Oh, really?
They ate the inside, but they didn't eat the outside. I had to come
Yeah.
and somebody get that. They ate the inside, they had the outside.
Yeah.
What time are they pitching the pumpkins tomorrow?
Oh, like afternoon.
Okay.
I mean, I can ask Jeff to.
I doubt anybody's coming.
I can ask Jeff to hold off until Monday if he wants to.
Well, I was just texting my neighbor, her daughter did help, and she works, I think, at the school, so I don't know.
Well, I can tell him that somebody's coming to pick him up, so.
I'm just gonna tell her now, go ahead and grab them. It's gonna take a couple. And she'll get the ones that are not painted.
I don't think there's any that's not painted.
Yeah, I think we're all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I
all
think
painted.
every one of them were painted.
Every last one.
Like covered with paint?
Yes.
Yes, not covered, but some of them had a little bit of paint, but they all had paint on. 'Cause
Well, they could just.
if there was one that didn't have paint on it, I probably would have taken it.
Okay, are we ready?
Ready.
Is everybody's mic on? Okay, Cecil Township Parks and Recreation meeting called to order at 6:35. In attendance, board members Barbara Russman, Arden staff, Lauren Eyrig, Nicole Lewis, Wendy Johnson. Absent Heather Manda, Township Rep Jack King. Guests Bonnie Cowden and Glenn.
Riding ball.
Thank you. I thought I was going to be right, but didn't want to take the chance.
Okay.
Glenn R.
Yeah.
Glenn with two ends, right?
Yes, that is correct.
August meeting minutes have been submitted for board approval. Motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Financial status update, Jack?
Gave everybody a copy of the spreadsheet, highlighted the fall festival column. We can work our way down through this to see that Range Resources did give us $5,000, $2,500 of it was earmarked for the fall festival. Southwest Pennsylvania Eye Center, that's the grandfather of one of our singers last year. And
So Betty?
Sal Betty,
Yeah,
yeah,
Josie.
Josie Sal, who is now in Nashville. I think her second record is out, and she's working on her third right now. Billy Ann's gave us 2 donations this year, and the most recent one was $1,200. So originally she gave us $1,000, then gave us $1,200. Richie Metals gave us $1,000. Western Area Career and Technology, that's over in Houston, gave us $500. And you can see the rest down through there. Notable ones, Gateway Engineers gave us $3,500 instead of the anticipated $3,000. And application fees, we had an additional $1,000 that was hand delivered to us during the fall festival. So last time's number went up by $1,000. Excuse me. So it's $18,225 on application fees.
Did
Home
they
and
come in
Taylor-
and sign that check today?
It's been sitting out here, so they did not come in today, so I anticipate they'll be in tomorrow.
Okay.
What she's talking about is of the 5 checks that we received over the weekend, 1 was not signed, so we couldn't process it. But That's a $300 check. I think Arden or Wendy got in touch with them, and they said they'd come in and sign it. Let's see. Washington Financial, that was a big one. That was $2,500 in addition to the tent, which worked out well. And I will say they were extremely efficient. They were one of the first ones here to set up and one of the first ones here to tear down. So that made life a lot easier on Monday. We were kind of up against it because there was a game in the park Monday night. So everybody had to be out of there. We had several trailers that were left overnight. Didn't know that Adam, the train guy, was going to leave it overnight, but he did get it out of the outfield in plenty of time, as did Moonshine. What was the name of that? Country
Hammer.
I was able to lock all the gates, so I wasn't really worried about somebody, coming in, hooking up, and taking it out. But in the future, maybe if we could nail them down and say, simply that the trailers need to go, or you need to make special arrangements. As a side note, there were 2 trailers that were in the parking lot on Thursday night. I knew of one, but I didn't know of the other. And we did figure out who it was, and it was a vendor, but they didn't really ask. They just came and parked it. That raises the suspicion of the police, with everything that's going on around the world and that type of thing. When something like that is just sitting there unattended, no name on it, that type of thing. So anyway, everything worked out. Moving down, you see John Koski contracting. That was a first for him. Great individual. I mean, he's done more, I think, for Cecil Township than many people have. And he's basically into construction. Let me see, Bruce Gazvoda, the Christmas tree people, the donations for Arlene Curry. I think that sign was very effective. It showed appreciation, and I know the family truly appreciated everything we've done and said for Arlene. Concession stand sales, $5,921.30. That was very good. We haven't had over a $5,000 event in several years. So
Is that after the expenses or that's before?
that is before the expenses.
Okay.
So now the good thing is, as I'll tell you in a minute, there's I'll get to it in a minute, but $6,000 is, I mean, in previous years it was there was other things that kept us, even at break even, but this certainly put us up over the deficit that we basically made. We've never spent $3,000 on a concession stand, but for food wise and that type of thing. But everything's more expensive, and the prices I think were reasonable. That's why we sold out. I went back up Saturday night to replenish most everything. We didn't do as well Sunday as we did on Saturday, but as Wendy and I were talking, we can freeze most of that stuff. And I'll just plan on leaving the freezer on over the winter. We usually disconnect everything down there, but I'll leave it plugged in so we can keep it frozen for the first event or first two events in the spring. So that was a good, really good. Once everything was taken out, turned out really well. Wherever Corner Cafe, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that it was nice that they contributed. So hopefully next year, I think Carol had asked them for a donation for a Chinese auction, and they gave us $25 instead, which was very nice of them. And I think we'll bring them on board as well. Notice I put Gianni's funds in there, the $155.97 that we talked about. At that time, we did not have a commitment from Gateway, nor did we have the additional from Billy Ann. So I put that in there just to add to it. Also, Country Fixins. I think everybody can agree that their Halushka went fast. It was, I mean, she's a class act with cabbage and noodles, and they actually, I paid them, and then they gave me a $100 check back. So we didn't spend a lot on cabbage noodles, so that was really nice of them. Total raised this year $42,357.27 for the fall festival, and we covered everything majorly important, and you can see expenses going down through there. Some of the things I want to highlight: Adam the train guy, $1,440. That's pretty standard. The balloon guy, we added that extra $2,800 at the end there. We know that we had the situation where our first contact, our first commitment, I guess his wife all of a sudden had a baby and he couldn't make it. So certainly understand. And Mike, the balloon guy, was able to fill in the last minute. And anyway, I mean, this guy, we like this guy. He did well. We did well. You know, we could talk about placement and that type of thing, but I think overall that worked out really well. We can come on down to Black Dog Hollow. Everybody was paid on time, the correct amount. I actually had the check sent out almost a week in advance, so everybody was paid before they got here. Concession stand supplies, we paid out $3,026.29, and we certainly made that back. The Board of Supervisors and the Township Manager asked that we break even, and we certainly did that. So, and we made some money on top of that. DJ Matt came in at $300. Gary was, I have $2,300 because of he filled in about the same time that Matt did for a DJ. And transportation, I reduced the number of buses that we had this year, so I was able to save about $1,200. I think everything worked out. I didn't hear any problems with shuttle service. If you did, please let me know. Did anybody hear anything?
No.
Seemed to work well. Just so you'll know, it was guesstimated they put 1,200 cars over in Sorenzia's lot. I didn't think 1,200 cars would fit over there, so thanks to Always Safe and their expertise, they were able to accommodate everybody. We had a slight traffic jam on Saturday, trying to get people in and out. That's when they decided to push the cars all the way up to the Dollar General line, which was certainly okay. And we did have a couple issues at Dollar General, nothing we couldn't handle. And I'll tell you about some of the other incidents that you may or may not know about. The transportation, golf carts. Golf carts are invaluable. I mean, I think everybody figured that out this time. I'm not going to balk at $5,000 for the golf carts. A little high, but we used to get them from Fort Cherry. They used to donate them to us. They don't do that anymore. So we have to go out and we have to actually get them. I like these because they're sturdier. They have a little more power. They're newer. And we're still looking for somebody to, donate them to us, but that set us back about $5,000.
Who are these ones from?
I got to find out from Teresa. She found them. I believe they're in Hickory, but I don't know the name.
Okay, because there's that one in Sturgeon. I always
Yeah,
drive past.
we've tried them. I think they weren't available, or they something about. She started there, but then she ended up with this Hickory group. So.
Okay.
Let's see. Traffic control is never cheap, but it's also invaluable. And since they donated 1,400 pumpkins to the tune of about $3,700 or more, it's so you'll know what we get from Always Safe is we get 2 for the price of 1. So we get 2 flagmen for the price of 1. This time we had 6. So basically we're paying for 2 days for 3 of them. And It's again, it's one of those necessary situations, especially when, 2 years ago, you'll recall we had traffic jam all the way backed up to New 50 because there was supposed to be a ball team that was going to show up and help, and they never did, and we just, police finally got over there and fixed it on Saturday, and then Always Safe stepped in and arranged it. So they saved the day as they always do. Let me see. Signs came in at $396. Coke, understand that we get a significant discount. The Coke products that we used for Fall Festival would have set us back probably about $900. All right, so we got a $600 discount on them, and we ended up paying $320.34 for that. Country Fixins ultimately, as I said, they donated $100 back to us. We had Wild World Animals at $575, which I thought was lower than what we paid in Community Day. But looking at it there, we paid the same amount. And then Sam's Club, straight up Sam's Club, $1169.12. And that was more because I had to go back. I mean, we were basically Saturday evening, we were out of most everything. So I went and got what I could. And then I broke down Sign Up Genius over the 11 months for $29 each. So you can see at the bottom, when it's all said and done, we're down about $763 just on Fall Festival, but overall, I've carried forward. We have $4,213.88 to head into not only Trail of Treats but also Simply Christmas. Any questions on that?
No, thank you.
That was probably one of the most efficient fall festivals I've ever seen, and I appreciate everybody that doing what we did, got it done. Now, some of the things you didn't know about, we had one lady that passed out and actually had to be taken to the hospital, so EMS was right there. I actually went down and picked up her brother. It was her brother, his wife, and his sister. His sister was the one that went down, so EMS took her to the hospital, but we had to go find his sister's car over in the parking lot, and he wasn't quite sure what the make and model was, and but we did find it and we got him out of there. We had several issues in the restrooms that were taken care of as efficiently, as quickly as possible. One of the problems with having the Public Works building up on the hill is that's where all their stuff is, and so I grabbed what we could out of here, and the guys that were on their shift were able to take care of things and get those restrooms back open. One of the things that we're going to do for next year is we're going to put 10 Porta-Johns out there instead of the 5 that we have. We actually had 5 here, and we had one up on the hill. The 5th one was over in the Sorrenzia lot. So not only could the flagmen use it, but also people, on their way out could use it as well if needed. So we're going to make that adjustment up front. Let's see, something else I wanted to say. We still have that Achilles heel called the tennis court lot. We're going to come up with a solution for that because with the the old Public Works building being torn down, it's supposed to have been started this week, but it'd probably be next week. We're going to have more parking, probably add about 60 or 70 more spaces, but we still have to solve the restocking issue. One of the police officers Sunday morning just showed up and was not briefed on what to do, and I never met the guy because he's that new, and so we had a good long conversation. I got him up to speed on it, but communication in organizations is the number one issue people have. We can never communicate enough. So Next year, I'm going to ask that I meet with everybody that, one-on-one or in a group setting with police officers, public works, et cetera. And I think we're going to include public works in more and more things. They did a fantastic job getting that garbage out of there. Mark Secretti, who came up with the idea of the dumpsters, and granted, I understand Adam didn't like being that close to a dumpster, but I'll tell you what, it made a world of difference. That garbage did not get piled up around the light posts like it always does. It wasn't left over. There wasn't a ton of things for them to do Monday morning. I mean, there was a lot to do, but it wasn't all about garbage collection. And with those guys being on shifts, they got it out of there fast. What did he say? We're probably going to do roll-off dumpsters next year. So we're probably going to put one in the ball field because those dumpsters filled up. I mean, by Sunday morning they were all full, and they had to go to Plan B, which was to take those bags out and get them out of there. So I think that's all.
They were fantastic, those guys.
Yeah, they were. That's that new crew in there. They're young. They're eager, and I just want to include them like the old days, like we did way back when, back in the 2005 time. They were an integral part to the success of anything that Parks and Recreation did, and we're working towards that now. Any questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, so I did a spreadsheet in Google Docs so people could go in and make note of suggestions for next year. So we make sure we address things we did find this year, and for as efficiently as all the comments on Facebook and everything were about our festival. Of course, we were self-critical, and we were like, we can do this, and we can do this, and we can do this. So if you see anything on here that you spotted that has not been documented, I sent everybody the link, so please get it out there. Jack and I are gonna get together and get the spacing numbers correct on the mapping. I'm sure Arden will be with us as we do that while it's fresh in our minds so we can fix what we broke. There was an issue, a couple issues about the alpacas. One was the smell. So, I don't know if there's something different we can do with their placement. The train guy, we really need to put maybe just orange, police tape until the food trucks get in here, because they were parking too close to where his people watched, the kids on the train. So we want to make sure we don't go through that again. He was pretty miserable about that, and I get it. The rock climbing and aerial bouncer. Of course, the rock climbing wall is always a hit. The aerial bouncer was a hit.
Yep.
It was just too much money for us to pay for it. So, I'm willing to have them back with that. We do have to talk about placement. I personally thought placement was great. It opened up that other area for parking for volunteers and for us. But I understand there were a couple complaints about where it was. So we'll just have to talk about that. The bounce houses, the last 2 years, we've had trouble getting volunteers. So, we're going to have to think about that, and because we can't expect somebody to sit over there 8 hours on a bounce house.
Well, and then also the children's one, which everybody loves, but we can't have it out in the sun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it
that-
goes
So
too
they
hot.
agreed to
We
shut
had
it
to put it
down.
down.
You know what, can you go into the link that I sent you in through email and put that in there, because I
Okay.
did miss that, okay?
And the kids even said, "Oh, it's fine," and then I crawled in. I was like,
It's like,
"No,"
no, it was too
Yeah.
hot.
So it was from the
because they're
sun,
out in the sun. Like
not
if
the
it was,
fan.
And it doesn't
Right.
have a roof over it, so it was
Oh.
just
all the
being
other ones
down
There
on
on
was
the
no
the
roof,
shade.
they were fine. So if it would have been in the shade under the, but it was kind of out in the open, and it was like
I'm
what,
letting
80
people
some
talk.
degrees.
It was fine
I
Saturday.
have a lot to say.
Yeah.
Sunday
Yeah.
it was too hot.
Just because it was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was overcast and cool
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
And, okay, so it was the sun. Because when you said it was too hot, I'm like, okay, is it because of the fan or was it because of the sun? Because I never got over
Like the
that.
vinyl gets
The
hot.
vinyl, it was like it would burn their skin. But the little kids with socks were still jumping around, did not want to come out. But then we went, like one of the grandmothers or somebody came over and
Somebody
told
told
us.
us,
Mhm.
So we went in and it was too hot.
But
So
we had no bee issue. We had nobody getting
No
stung
bees.
or anything like that. Okay.
nobody
Nope.
knocked heads
No.
that we saw.
No, no.
The kids were really good with the bounce
They
houses.
were,
The
the kids were,
teenagers.
well, even the kids in the bounce. I had
Yeah.
one kid that I kicked out,
Oh, yeah.
told him he
You?
couldn't come back. But the kids were great about getting out when you told them to get out.
Yeah,
that
they
their
were.
turn was over.
Oh.
They didn't like rush the line in front of other kids. I didn't see any
I
of
had
that.
one,
they
yeah.
were fantastic.
The
I'd have
parents
loved
were
to see her
super-
kick somebody
What
out.
yours
I was
did
just
what?
gonna say,
I
you
had
can't
one,
come
not
back.
my kids.
Oh.
No, but there was
No
one
bounce house
kid
for
that
you.
did run up
Yeah.
and ran in with his shoes on and didn't want to come out. But no, it wasn't, surprisingly, not one of my own.
Can I go back to the smell with the alpacas?
Mhm.
I think it was the dog treat
It wasn't,
people.
It was not the alpaca.
It
Was
was
it
the
the
dog
dog
treat,
treats?
and
The dog
I
treats-
firsthand I was
I
I was
there.
going to bring it up and say the thing because the alpacas.
She's so good about the alpacas.
Yeah,
the
the
alpa-
dog treats and the bakery cannot be together.
Remember, the alpacas were not supposed to be there. Remember, they were going to be around the corner,
Yep.
long ways to the tree.
Yep.
So when the kids come in, you could see the alpacas.
Right,
That
they
was
were
the
in your
plan.
face, like
But-
it was scary
So they ended up
almost.
putting it. Once that one woman moved forward, she made.
I
you
saw
know,
that.
She had adjusted it, and she was happy with it, but it was too close to the
Yeah,
sidewalk.
Way.
But last year, Possible, Mission Impossible, the smell was.
So they're the
wind
ones we
came
have
up,
to relocate.
It's them.
Those rawhide bones.
And it's easier
Yes.
to relocate them than, I mean, we need the alpacas moved back, but it's
Were they
easier to
next?
relocate.
Right.
Well, she had three
I
fans
think
going.
so.
Were
With
they
the
right next to
Blow
puppies,
the
the
smell
alpaca?
around.
No, it was
And,
the dog treats
Right
under the
next to it?
pavilion.
Were they
Yes, it
near
was
the
right
She had
across
big
from
rawhide
alpaca.
things that
Because
smelled
I did,
Oh.
I know.
I experienced it firsthand, and I did like when we had tables in there. I know the vendors like to be there, but that was a nice place to eat still and let your kids go to the park up there. I like
See,
that.
she remember last year she did really, really well. This year, and on Saturday, she exceeded what she did in 2 days last year. So she was the first one to come up to me and go, "Sign me up." Right. Here. I
Right,
wanna be here."
yeah,
I was like,
so-
"Ugh."
Who, the
But not with the
alpacas?
baked goods. It's like I would not want
I
to buy a
agree. I
pumpkin
didn't
roll
like
next
came
to
with baked
that.
goods anyway.
She asked for that. I mean,
I know,
we told
but,
her
ugh.
that.
And they both agreed to it, but
I
I
know.
don't like them being together.
Mm-mm.
This was the problem. The smell was the problem. When I
Yeah.
put those booths around the back to try
Yes.
to pack more people because they kept saying
Heritage Bakery
the-
complained. Remember?
the smell of the animals was so bad.
But it was
that
her.
rawhide.
It was.
Wow.
Yeah, because
mean,
Jay was like,
And
Nicole,
you-
come
you
here.
know, the smell was almost like a dirty
I smelled
person
something
smell.
I thought
So
somebody,
when
like-
I was selling in the tent
It's the same
a couple times. I'm like,
It wasn't terrible.
I swear to God, it's not.
It was
us.
hot.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
dog
Smell
bones.
was
But then
hot.
she had the fans going, 3 different fans going. Like,
Oh,
you
That
know,
tells
she
you-
knows that they smell.
That
Yeah.
tells you
Yeah.
itself. She
And it
knows
was
they
like
smell.
pushing around the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
Let
was
me
hot.
ask you this: would the alpaca? Remember how at one point when we had everybody push back to that swale?
I like that.
Could she set up like in the middle of that, where like we had kind of made it like a courtyard, right? That way she's not sitting on top of somebody that smells,
I agree. I feel like we didn't use that space. They were just too close to the trail.
Well, I mean, they moved themselves up.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's just like I would just like
they
people
all
to,
move themselves
because
up.
when you're walking down the trail, you can't stop and shop. You have to keep going. So they
It
lose
was a
business
domino
that
effect.
way.
It was supposed to be swaled in front of the tree, 20 feet back.
Like even
and
Arden's
everybody was
booth.
supposed to have enough room to walk,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as they did. And after that first woman, the artfully winging it,
Yeah.
and then it was like a domino effect. And by
Yeah.
that time, they had their stuff all put up, and you can't
Oh, yeah.
really.
Because
say
yours
get
was a
back.
good example, Arden. Like you had a couple steps to walk off the path into your booth. Like
Right.
that's what we
I
need
know,
to
but,
see.
yeah.
Originally,
they think if they're too far back that people aren't
Right.
seeing their stuff. Like
Well,
that's what she told me.
we can make it 3 to 5 foot, you
Yeah.
know.
Right.
But see, here's what I heard: if there's 2 baby strollers, one coming this way,
Yeah,
one,
you can't.
they couldn't pass.
No.
you
In an
know?
emergency,
And a
that
golf
lady
cart.
passes out. How are you getting through there?
I
You
was-
saw what
was
I did.
wondering-
I went behind everybody.
Right.
Yeah, I did
That's
too
the
on the
only
golf
way
But
I
you
was
knew
wondering.
better,
how the
but,
golf
like,
carts were getting through. Actually,
it was-
I saw you drive up that way and went.
Yeah.
They
we
were
need
taking the
for
back route
emergencies.
too.
It was not equipped appropriate,
Yeah.
for that.
It was a domino effect. It was a mistake, but we learned.
We
from it
didn't
now.
know it was going to be an issue. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
thinking about it Friday night. I was like
We're all
really
here.
nervous.
Oh,
Talking about up top.
Yeah. Mostly up top.
I take blame. I'm the one who started putting people up there. I mean.
That's where they went.
Oh, no,
that's
that's fine.
Yeah, number one, I think what should have been done,
I can't hear you.
We might have to put you back up front, Glenn.
Yeah, come right, Glenn, just sit right here.
There's space.
slide to the right. To the right?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I take blame for a lot of that,
No.
just because when I
The numbers
started
go, yeah.
when I started placing people, it was like okay, it makes sense that you're right in front of the path.
Right.
But I didn't take into effect that the alpacas as well.
Yeah, no, it
But
wasn't
that's
on
the way,
you.
back in the day, that's what the
That's
way everybody did it.
That's
I get
the
it.
way we did it.
I get it.
But so yeah, so next year I suggest number one, us coming up with a better plan as far as that top part. I
Yeah.
mean, because it got to a point where it was just like, okay, we got.
I
Correct me
was
if I'm wrong.
I was right
Nicole.
there with
It
you.
was just
Yeah.
just like okay, here's a spot.
We're really sorry.
It's
But no,
not
you
mar- yeah,
you had
know,
nothing to
so-
do with how close they were
No,
to the
we
path.
screwed that top
that
area
was
up.
Right.
yeah.
All the 80s were gone.
And
that
I
was
know
all-
that will be taken care of next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We screwed it up, we admit it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take.
And that's why we're gonna fix it now while it's in our head.
But that's a good thing because, we've tried different ways over the last 3 years
You have
make
to.
that work.
Yeah.
right? We went back to when Glenn was, on the board and Arlene and everybody, we did exactly what they did and kind of proved that there's got to be a better way. All right. So, moving them back is if we can give them 3 foot off that path on both sides.
That would be
That's
it.
all we need.
We don't have to
It's a-
I don't want to do 2 rows back there
No.
so they
Oh,
don't
no,
so they're
no.
not
No.
seen.
So
but
it's-
I just want them off
You
the
know what?
path.
It's a vendor mindset. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think that the closer they are to traffic, that
Right.
they're going to just turn and come into your tent. That if you're back 20 feet, But I think if we did maybe just move it, it's all flat there. You know what I mean? If we did move it back,
It was
like
just a lot
maybe
of
5
wasted
feet or
space that
something.
we really could have used.
And a lot of the thing was they were going by the white paint, and I was trying to tell them, please don't go by the white paint. Just
Yeah.
disregard. But
So
you
maybe
can't
that's how we market.
disregard.
Do we put an X where they have to start? Like maybe we mark it different so they know where to start their booth,
I mean, I like I said, I take responsibility
or a
for that
flag
part.
or
I mean,
something. We have those flags.
Though he, I don't know. I mean, he did it. He went opposite to what we wanted him to do, and we did a lot of catch up. And thank you for everything you did. I mean, you were problem solving the whole entire
Glenn
time.
was cool,
I know,
calm,
and
and
he keeps his
collective.
cool.
You do. Cool as a cucumber. It just comes.
Yeah, you really owned that, and we appreciate that a lot.
And next year, let's come Friday morning instead of somebody else. Who did it on Thursday? It was Amy's dad, right?
Right.
Yeah. Let's do this on Friday morning, and have everything set up. I mean, it didn't take long to put everything up.
If the weather would have been better, we had planned to do it Thursday because
Right.
there was no game, and we could have had to spend the
Okay.
whole day to check and recheck. But it was a rainy day.
We got washed out.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm up against, Glenn, is we've got CMYBA, Ken McMillan Youth Baseball, and they reserve the field from Monday through Thursday, whether they use it or not. And I'm always pushing them to tell me, okay. And that's the thing. It came down to Wednesday. I said, "Do you have a game or not tomorrow night?" And they finally said, "No, we don't." Well, that was, it rained, and that just. And then Bob said, "Let's do
Heather.
it tomorrow." So, Bob's been doing this for years, and I don't want to, overshadow, his hard efforts, but it's a challenge. And like Wendy said, we have a map now that works best than what we've had in the past, and we're just going to perfect that now.
Yeah, that's all, that's always been a challenge.
Yeah.
Die.
And then I also how did we think it went with giving the vendors their spots in advance? Because
That was great. That was the best. Whoever came up with that was the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah.
But did you notice it still comes down to you move one person?
correct. We did.
That whole house.
Right. It's still,
You
and
know.
then we had some upset people that their spot wasn't available.
But you know what, though? They all ended up being happy. In the
They
end.
all were.
Ended up being happy. I had
the
somebody
weather
that
was nice.
cursed out Wendy. Oh yes, that she everything.
Yeah,
And
we did
she
some
came
damage
back
control.
And apologized to me and Jason and said, "I am so sorry. I sold out on Saturday."
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah. I mean, you guys, whoever came up with that, Arden, that was a great idea.
Well, I mean, from doing other shows, it's like from another show, I get a packet and it has like a neon with your number, and that goes in the dashboard of your car, so you could always tell that vendor, in case they're parked somewhere and you need to reach them. And then like a couple of them, it's like you have so much time to unload your stuff and then move the car. But we decided, let them unpack at their own, so it's not. But they love that, having information,
Definitely.
maybe a clearer map. that
Well,
they can
it worked
kind of
out
see.
well, too, for the ball field area where we numbered correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That area worked out great.
I think
Well, he had
the
ex- he had-
flow
he had
though of the ball
extra-
field though, like we had a
still had
little.
extra spots, so we had like some fill-in spots. You know, what I mean, like that he had marked off that we were able to jump in and use.
Well,
but
one thing, 3 things I want to add to this. We can't have people blocking the Washington Financial tent.
Right, I didn't
we
like
had
that.
booths in front of that tent, and the
Yes.
purpose of that tent is for people to sit there in
And
the
watch
shade
the music.
and watch what's up on stage. We had
Yes.
2 tents, and how it happened, who knows? And that's fine. It's just let's not let that happen.
Yeah,
again
that's
next
a
year. So
takeaway.
when we come around that second one, because you'll have the infield right up against the infield. When you come around that second one, it's got to stop right where Gary's booth is. Right, we're going to be moving Gary's booth back, so that booth will be butt up against him. The idea was to have his wife, who this was her first
Remember
venue,
that.
would be right next to him. She ended up a couple over from him, which was fine. She was fine with it. He was fine with it. But we've got to move him back. We've got to move those bleachers back. So we've actually got to have a line where we just do not cross, with those.
Let's do the same thing like for the train guy, put that orange tape up until they all get situated to keep them away from it and then pull it down.
Honestly, he had a bigger space this year than he did last year.
Yeah, he did.
And he will complain about anything. So let's just, we'll adjust it for next year.
We'll
give
try.
him even a bigger space. And I agree. I put those food trucks up in there because that's how many we had given the space. Okay. When that one lady came in and just had that, she didn't like where she was. Okay. I'll just leave it at that. The lemonade lady.
twisted lemonade.
Yeah.
And she just, no matter what I said, it's like, you
No,
talking
she
to
wouldn't
me?
work with us.
Well, then she had
And
to leave to
Frost
go to a
Ferry was
football
being
game.
so
So
nice,
she's
and
like,
she
wherever I
wouldn't.
park it, I have to do it right now to be at a football game. So we couldn't really.
I ended up doing
Or-
damage control with her. She was fine
Yeah.
She ended
on
up being
Sunday.
fine.
She ended up being fine.
Where did she go?
She went where Frost Ferry was.
See, I heard she went into
She was
a
right by
tent.
third
No,
base.
she was like in between a couple
Oh.
people.
Oh, on
By third
Saturday.
base.
Over by
on-
third base.
Yeah, on Saturday she was at third base, and then we moved her mistakenly on Sunday where Frost Ferry was
Oh,
because she wanted to be with the other food trucks.
okay. I thought when you said third base, okay, so she was on
She was
that
in,
side.
yeah, and the weird part was, I didn't love the ball field. I feel like we don't have as much traffic down there, and I don't know, like where her row was in T-Mobile, it was not like a welcoming, like let's keep walking through here. It was like a block a bit, and I don't know how that happened.
Well, I mean, like, remember that the top row was supposed to end at 62, and Henny bought an extra space. So we were going to park her because we had extra room right there before T-Mobile and the fudge guy. But we kept that all open. Remember how we were trying to like funnel walkway
Right.
path traffic,
Right.
to merge it up there and then go right into the ball field. So that's why. But then that got all mixed up, and then somebody took
She
the
did have a
62.
crappy
and,
spot.
yeah,
I mean,
you wouldn't have went down there for any reason.
No.
Oh, okay.
It was very like, and I don't know, hear me out. This is probably like, I don't know, just thinking about it. What if we reversed, put the food trucks around the ball field, and then we had that big open field to do like 2 rows or 3 rows of vendors?
The problem is we have to let the food trucks get out at night because they have
Right.
to go restock.
They do.
That's
Well-
why we put them in the back.
Do it.
I got another idea for
Do
that,
it.
but
Yeah. What
let's
else you
finish
got?
this one right here.
But you see, I mean, I just don't love the ball field. I don't know why. I just,
Well, we have the most space there.
we
you
do.
know.
We have to use it.
Our problem is electricity. We had 2
Yes.
people that insisted on having electricity and said, well, you said we could. I said, well, no. I said, I could put you next to one of the pavilions and you
True.
can plug in. I can put you next to the stage and you can plug in. All of a sudden, they came up with a generator.
Right.
And the generators ran, going by here at 10 o'clock at night, you could hear them buzzing
You
out there,
could,
but
yeah.
they were the quiet ones. The ones that even way back when Glenn and Bonnie were on the board, they had it in the application, use the quiet generators.
Right.
you
They
know?
make them quiet now.
Whisper.
The whisper, yeah.
Yeah.
The idea, really?
Is someone's kid here?
I'm just kidding. The idea for Pavilion 2 was that would be the confluence. That's where everybody from this end
was you.
and everybody from that end would kind of meet, and they could
Last year
decide.
that happened. Yeah. Like, I feel like last year that we used that space more.
Right, we did, but we
And
had,
I like that.
we had 20 feet in between each of the rows.
Yeah.
And what happened was the second 2, all of a sudden they got scrunched down. Now, I understand some people don't want to keep their back closed and face out. I get that. That's fine tuning what we're doing. If we can say, look, we're gonna have you sitting in a spot that you're gonna be open on all sides, you know,
Yeah.
and then let people decide if that's where they want to be. The second thought, and I just want you to toss this around. What if we take the very troublesome tennis court lot and put all the food trucks there, all right? And that way we won't have this in and out problem. You know, we will have a situation where people will have to come in and restock, then we'll send them in this way. But that way we won't have the handicap issue, we won't have the frustration on the police trying to decide who's coming in, who's a vendor and who's not, and, you know, who's handicapped and that type of thing. Plus, we cannot block that parking lot for people coming in to play tennis, even though we have the biggest festival, you know, in Western Pennsylvania. You know, think about it. Just think about the logistics of it. We can still keep the old Public Works building and area as the building's going to be gone by then, as a parking area. But I was thinking about pulling them all out there. Then we could have several rows of vendors all the way up to the stream for those people that only want to open on one end. You know, we could maybe put 4 or 5 rows of people in there with enough room that people could walk in between each one of them and still not feel suffocated. So,
And with all that new traffic in that area, maybe we could even use that Pavilion 3, and, you know, because everybody will be right there, and they, you know.
Would we ever be able to put picnic? We also don't use the basketball court. Would we ever be able to put tables or anything in there for people to eat? Or what can we do with that? Like a kid?
It's a single door. It's not a
Yeah,
double door.
I can't get anything in it.
That's right. Boy Scouts tend to use all that. We could do something else in the. One of the problems is one of them doesn't have a back gate. You know, it only has the front gate. The ones that the Boy Scouts use only has the one gate in and out, and that serves them well because they can lock it up. You know, the next one over has a gate in the back and a gate in the front. Mm-hmm. We could do something in there, but it's a matter of we can't set up. If it can't be carried in, it's not going to go in on a Ford truck or anything like that. That's a drawback with that. Can we use those? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, the kids can wait 2 days to play basketball. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth like approaching Steel City on Community Day if they could cut us a deal for a golf in there like we do on Community Day, or cut it from Community Day and move it to Fall Festival if it's not getting used a lot in Community Day. You know, like the mini golf. Just as a free option.
I mean, this is where I think creativity is going to come into play. But I mean, the miniature golf does well at Community Day.
Uh-huh.
You know, will that fill a need, and will that take away from the Boy Scouts because they have their
True.
own little.
We have to be mindful of that.
So,
yeah.
Just some of that thought.
We'll think about it.
That's a difficult.
I just hated seeing it. I just hated seeing it just say empty. Right. You know.
Well, when I rolled in, Saturday morning about 5:45, there were people playing tennis.
Well, that's good.
You know,
yeah,
it's just like, here we go. You know, but we can't stop them. You know, we can't. It's their chosen time. So, all right, just think about it. I mean,
yeah, good takeaways.
Kind of brownish.
Okay, so airbrush, caricature artists, and black balloon artists, we really needed that canopy there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't there on Sunday, and they ended up in the back of the pavilion, and we kept having to tell people where they were and stuff. We really need them, like, with their canopy and with signs saying this is where they'll be and the times, because I kept getting asked.
I don't know. I think that is something they need to provide. Like,
Yeah.
we pay them how much money? They need to bring their own tent and advertise the service that we're paying for.
Actually,
You know,
their
Jack and I
contract-
had every intention of putting the temp over there, but, you know, come on. We had a zillion
They
things
are
going
contract workers, though. If anybody thinks they're actually Mike the Balloon guys and employees, they're contract workers.
on. Right. So maybe that's something we address with Mike the Balloon Guy. Like, hey, we want to invite you back, but we need you to designate your area and bring in.
Provide a tent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should not be on us.
And I mean, to follow that up, we're doing a lot of individualized,
Right.
attention things. Like, and I'll be the first one to tell you, I did way too much for the Historical Society.
Yeah.
I mean, I took the stuff over, and at 9 o'clock at night, I'm loading my Jeep to bring it back down here. And it's
Right.
like, where is everybody? Couldn't. I mean, we got the flatbed. You could have, and there was nobody around. And it's just one example. But we're doing entirely too many detailed, specific, individual things. If they want it, They need to bring it.
And we're paying for that. That's a
Yeah.
service we're paying for.
agree
It's
with
one thing if we're not,
I agree with
you know, but I think that's a takeaway for them that we address. Like even now, like, hey, like everything went really well. We welcome you back. But
And I really
this is what
meant
we're
to talk
thinking.
to them about
I
that
know
this year.
it was all on our minds,
yeah.
but it's like at the end of the day, it needs to be on their ownership for our service.
Event schedules, John Taylor mentioned that, you know, we really didn't have a whole lot of event schedules anywhere where
Yeah.
people could walk up and see who was playing when, or, you know, what hours the different things were.
My fault.
We could add that. Those signs that we made turned out great.
They were
Let's just
awesome.
print a big one and put it on both sides of the park,
That was
and that'll
awesome.
that'll be the solution right there.
Your signs were fantastic.
Yeah, that really. We just started that. That was
Yeah,
something
right.
we threw in there last minute.
We could put it on the kiosk out here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an easy fix. We could definitely do that next year.
We had vendors who left early.
Yeah, even on Saturday. And I think I had an idea from another vendor is to email all your vendors and say, hey, we have record of who packed up early. You know, we are asking that you don't do that. The expectation is here for the entire event. And if you can't, then you shouldn't be here.
I'm sorry to just keep jumping in, but if we can stress the danger of them coming in and out with
100%.
people walking around like that. Remember several years ago,
In the
when-
dark.
Yeah, when we had that like little microburst and that tent went flying up, and Arlene was laying in the, I don't know, she got caught up in the whirlwind too, and people were, I mean, there was no lights out there, you know, and they were driving and kids were running around, and it's
Yeah,
like,
no.
stop, you know. I think everybody knows how to turn the ballpark lights on. I mean, it's in that, you know, it's on the bank of switches, you know, back by the refrigerator. Just open it up and just start flipping them. You know, it takes a little while to warm up, but you know, if ever you get that way, just turn them on. You know, that's a concern. I mean, people
Yeah.
they leave whenever. Gobi, she packed up 4 o'clock and left.
And that ruins the vibe of the festival. Like people are shopping and they're like, oh, I probably shouldn't stay. They're packing up. I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
And that turns away our money.
I mean, we could address it like when we do the legacy letters. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, it's in there. They're ignoring it.
We need to
so-
highlight it. Be like, we have a
It's in there.
list of who packed up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
let's
I know.
just say we do.
Yeah.
And that the expectation is this.
6 or 7 years ago, we couldn't make a statement like that. Now we can. We've got
Yeah.
people trying to get in.
We have a
Yeah.
whole wait list
That's right.
of people that want to stay the full time.
And what it does is it upgrades the integrity of the festival, but also the respect of it. You know,
Yeah.
because either they want to be here for 2 days or they don't.
Right.
We have somebody to go in there who will be here for 2 days.
and I mean, guests
Yeah.
come at all times.
Right, some people
had to
work.
until 4, so
Yeah.
they were rushing in to.
I
you know,
hated that.
And then she's carrying stuff out and breaking her.
Yeah,
tent
just
down.
not a
Just
good
very
vibe for the
unprofessional.
festival. For sure.
I think too, we should have the last band be like
A band.
like 4 to 6.
Instead of the DJ.
ending
Yeah, we
at
could talk about the
7, 'cause
DJ.
People were starting to like, you know, the last hour. I don't think people were really.
It was
into
like
it as much.
anxiety on Sunday. Like,
Yeah.
let's pack up at
Well,
5
wait a minute.
o'clock.
Sunday, you're confusing times because Saturday's till 7,
Oh,
Sunday's till 6.
Okay, I guess it
Yeah.
was Saturday. Yeah, with Delaney's. I mean, I feel like, you know, people were kind of like packing up and getting ready when they were still playing. Like, we probably should have moved them like 4 to 6. Maybe have the DJ the last hour, not
Yeah.
have the
I
highlight.
don't think the DJ didn't do anything for me.
No.
No.
He didn't encourage the crowd. I didn't even know it was a DJ. Like,
Yeah,
I could have
didn't
played the
think
music.
I didn't think either of them.
I don't remember them at all, actually.
Neither one of them are
Gary
entertainment
could have played
DJs. They
music
just
that
play
whole
the
time.
music.
You made a comment the other day that I didn't really think about it. Like the DJ, I like it having a DJ, but it almost seems like that was the easy way out. That we really didn't go the extra.
Well, it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? To
Because
find
you don't
another
have
band.
the crowd.
But-
that-
But we
I
also
never thought of
save
it that
financially
way.
too, you
Well,
know?
that's the thing. I mean,
Yeah.
we've got to keep an eye on what we have to spend versus,
Right.
Right.
and until
And we
that
didn't have
last
it.
2 weeks, we got that infusion of money, and
We
it's
had no clue
So we
whether we
tried.
could.
We looked at the Indian with the what was it, pan
Yep.
flute or something like that.
Yep.
We tried to fill that gap, but if we continue with, you know, somebody setting up on stage while something's down front, we could pull this off. You know,
Yeah.
where we have a problem is if we have one band trying to get off the stage, one band trying to get on the stage, and they're trying to do it within like a half an hour. Right?
We need, like, some
we have got to
sufficient
allow an hour in between acts so that they can tear down. And Gary does most of the work. All they're supposed to do is show up with their instruments. Now the drum set, yeah, they all, you know, set them up unique and that type of thing. I get that. What happened this year is we had too many band people coming around the back, pushing those cars. All of a sudden, they're
hated
sitting
that.
in front of the coffee place and making that line go around,
It's
hurting their
horrible.
business. You know.
Yep.
Once I got one band off and the other one's on, you know, that alleviated that problem. But I mean, when the motorcycle guys come rolling in, you know, and it's like, and you're with the band.
Yeah.
So I said, got it. Yeah. But yeah, it's a good problem to have, but we've got to come up with something.
We need like
that-
stage shows, like the Wild World of Animals. I have my house cleaners band that Barb you liked. They're an option. They're not going to be very expensive. So
Well, I have to say, the 4 bands that we had this year were less expensive than
Yes.
Bon Journey.
they were great.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get it.
I love the
hit list
Delaney's.
was $1,000. They were
Yep.
so good, and both of those
Everybody loved the
bands.
hit list.
Monday
Everybody
morning,
loved Hit
I'm
List.
driving, and I'm getting a phone call from Dan Zigarelli, like, this is the best festival ever. We want to
good.
come back next year. Hit List texted me Monday morning too. Like, we loved it. Can we
Good.
come back?
And I still love the polka. The only
Yeah.
thing I have on them is I don't want them to play the "We Want Beer" song because we don't have beer.
No, Sunday morning.
It all sounds like
Dr.
that.
Yeah, I was like, "We want cheer" or something like.
Biggest
But
criticism I had on them is they're too early in the morning, and we did that in previous years for Arlene. You know, Barb can't stand polka, just so you'll know.
I love
could
them.
Take them for an hour. I get it.
and for
Survive, it was fun.
$750,
After 2
like,
hours,
come on.
Well,
they were cheap.
what's funny is his dad actually drove the tent in for Washington or for City Mission,
Did he?
Yeah.
and he goes, "So how'd my son do?" I'm like, "Your son is." He
Yeah.
goes, "Garrett." I'm like, "Oh,
I
okay."
will vote for the polka every year. So, but I just don't want the beer song. That's all.
Well, if we bring them back in the next year or so, we're going to put them further into the day because Sunday morning is not the best time. It's a slow time. You know,
I want church.
granted we had the Steeler game, we had
Well, that was the
church.
problem. That was something we were not anticipating, the Steeler game. So that was a whole different crowd monitoring. We had no clue.
Right. So
Did you all know that Muse had the Holy Rosary had an event also on Sunday?
Yeah.
You did or didn't?
I
Oh, I
Yes,
didn't know.
they did, and I think that took away from a lot of things. I'm a member of Holy Rosary. I go there, and I honestly think that we need to like talk to them and see if they could change their times. I mean, they did that the last 2 years.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
They
I
know
know.
when we're
On
gonna
Sundays.
have it.
Yeah. Saturdays. I guess it's Saturday evening, Sunday. Yeah.
Well, I know religion's off topic, but I would love to have a church service at Fall Festival on Sunday without any type of. I love that. I see other festivals do it. I don't know the
does it?
solution. The Covered Bridge Festival does it in Mariana. It would be free. It would be something to offer to the community, and we already have churches involved. I don't know the correct or politically correct way of doing it, but
Yeah.
I would love to see a church service.
we need to, and we've butted up against this already with the Christmas event where, you know, separation of church and state versus separation of state and church. And I know it doesn't sound like a big thing, but it's huge. Technically, by mandate of the Board of Supervisors, nothing religious can go on from the stage. You know, I'm not opposed to it. I mean, that's my background. And
Yeah, it could be in like a pavilion or something. Just something that is as an event. It's optional. It's not in your face. Like, it's just a nice option because it's a beautiful day.
Pavilion 3 would be ideal, but where are we
Right.
going to park them?
Right, right.
That's our. I mean, if they parked
Right,
at the old, soon to be old Public Works
Yeah.
area, they could walk across the 2 bridges and be there. You know.
That would just be nice. I'm just thinking of community, and that's just where I go. Again, I don't know the appropriate way, but
Let me broach the subject, and they'll have plenty of time to think
right,
about it.
right. It's nothing like literally. It's not like a make or break, but it's just an idea, especially early morning, to have something
Like,
to
who
have.
would do it? Like a priest, a pastor,
We would hope like maybe just do something non-denominational that's like
I mean, it
open
really
for
isn't.
everyone.
Like, what is non-denominational? Though?
Yeah.
Like,
Noth-
there isn't non-denominational.
Well, there is. I mean, you know, further south they have a lot of non-denominational types, but it's, you know, we have a hard time, and I think Wendy will agree. We have a hard time getting the priest to come down to anything in to do the invocation or anything like that.
Yeah.
So we always go the big three, and it's either Lawrence, Cecil Alliance, or Venice Presbyterian. And basically, we've been rotating them around.
Right.
I think Wendy was the closest last year where we almost got him here, the priest from.
That was me.
Okay, yeah,
Where was
Barbara.
that?
Well, you
Yeah,
look,
because
you
that's
look
where I
alike,
go
so-
to St. Mary's now. It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
Christina.
whatever they are
I just
now.
love outdoor services are just.
But
really
I just
nice.
think I don't know. I just don't think that's.
All right, can we
Should be
have
part of
everybody
this.
think on that and,
Yeah.
and move
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay.
He's too busy.
Tammy, I know she got hold of Dancing Queen for next year.
Teresa.
Teresa.
Yeah, I
Did
have
she,
the contract.
You have the contract, right?
Yeah,
So-
nothing's. I mean,
Nothing signed, but just so everybody knows.
he penciled us in because they're so far out on.
What did they play?
ABBA. Dancing
Oh,
Queen.
ABBA.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's more of a thing. Several years ago, we came up with this idea of making it like a theme type thing, like 70s. So we'd have like 70s music and 70s bands, and then 80s and 90s, and it just never seemed to work out. Well, she's been the one chewing in my ear about Dancing Queen for 6 years now, and she goes, "I know the guy," and I said, "Well, see if you can get a hold of him." Damn, did she get a hold of him? She did.
How
And,
much are they? How much are they?
let's see. I think it's 1,400.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they're in Europe. they go all over the world. All right. I guess he said at one point he was in Japan, and he was supposed to come in. We were trying to do a filler for those 2 hours, and he said we're going to be getting off a plane from Europe, so we're going to be jet lagged. He said there's no way we can do anything on Sunday. It's like I get that. So she said, well, send us a contract for next year. And so I have it. We haven't locked in on anything. So, but it's an option.
They do
wasn't,
jam
like,
on
super thrilled.
Walnut too, just like the Delaney's do.
What's
They
that?
do jam on Walnut every year.
Yeah. Yep.
I wasn't super thrilled. I didn't hear Black Dog Hollow as much, but that was probably my least favorite.
They
Oh,
got
they
a lot of
brought
compliments.
a
Did they?
crowd. I'm all about Black Dog Hollow, like a local crowd. People like
Yeah,
were
they're from
Did
Hughes.
they,
They-
get people come?
yeah,
they're from
people came just for them.
Yep.
He said this is their 6th year.
Yeah, I'm
I
always
think
in
it's
for
their
them.
5th year because we did skip them 1 year, but they've been here just about every year for the last 5.
I like that. That it's. I love them. Yeah,
I like them too. They're my favorite.
and I just like that they want to keep coming back, and I
Yep.
just like a tradition. I like a tradition.
My boss has a tie to that band anyway.
He used to play with them, we know.
I know. I tell him every time.
Okay, pizza, nobody missed it.
Someone asked for pizza by the slice at the concession stand, and I was like, "Well, we got a pepperoni roll."
Those were a good idea.
Yeah, the pepperoni rolls were great.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Pumpkin painting, we
sausage
have
rolls.
some
Yeah, those sold
suggestions on
too.
that. Trash pickup, everybody thought the guys did a fantastic job. The handicap parking, Jack put a note that they still need to work on that, but next year parking's gonna also depend on how the layout is with the building being torn down and stuff, so.
I'm going to keep an eye on a developing situation. I don't want to give you all the details right now. So we may have additional issues on parking, but we have plenty of time to figure it out.
But if there's anything that we missed getting on this list, you all have the link to it. So please jump on the link and get it in here so we don't forget it for next year.
What do you think about doing like a Google form or something for suggestions?
That's what this is.
Well, I mean like from the community or like comments
Oh.
or suggestions or no?
I think we had so much positive feedback.
I think
Yeah,
it'd
I
be
think you
mostly
might be
positive.
opening a can
You
of
think?
worms that-
Okay.
We've done surveys about like what events you like, and we could always do a survey on Facebook. That's always an option.
What they want, and it's like a pool.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
bands, like if you have band ideas, because that's always like
Yeah.
something we always struggle
Well,
with.
that
like-
could maybe be closer to
Not what didn't you
the
like
next
about
best.
it?
Yeah.
It was just something.
Because I don't want any negative. We've had too many
You think-
positive.
Oh, I don't think there would be a lot.
Yeah.
No.
You'd have that one though.
Yeah.
You know how
Right,
it-
and then
just
it'll
upset you.
and it'll be stuck
Okay,
in our
yeah.
minds like the parking lady like 2 years ago, last year. Remember?
Okay, so
Well, great job, everybody.
Yeah,
Thank
let's
you
do it.
for all the hard work.
And
It was
thank
a
you
long
too.
weekend.
we could not do it without you both.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
thank you,
Thank you.
Glenn and Bonnie, and thank you, Jack. Jack, thank
And
you
Bonnie.
for everything.
Well,
Is there anything else either one of you want to add about the festival?
come on, Bonnie.
What do we got? What do we got, Bonnie?
The kid with the mic or on the walkie-talkie, that
Yeah.
needs to stop. That was a very big. What's the word I'm looking for?
The walkie-talkies were
distraction.
great, though.
Whoever
Yeah, the
came up with the
walkie-talkies
walkie-talkie
were
was
great.
great.
It like
But-
saved the festival having that communication.
And Sean's a
That
big
needs
help,
to.
I mean.
Sean needs to.
Yeah, when he came on and told me to make sure all the kids were out of the bounce house before I shut them off, I wanted to snap.
Yeah. But here's the
I
thing,
feel
though.
like no, he was better than last year. We had way less. The Boy Scouts took the brunt of him this year.
It's not our walkie-talkie that he has.
No,
He
that
brought
was his own. It was identical to ours,
And he just
but that was his
found
own.
the trick. So I don't know how we take it.
And Glenn sounds just like him, so it's hard to tell.
At the end,
That was a good one, Glenn.
About the sandwich?
Yeah.
I thought that was.
Jack was seeing red.
even when we changed channels, okay. And now you understand why I changed channels, right?
Yeah.
Because he found it, and that's the thing. And at the end of the day, I finally said, turn it off now. You know,
Yeah.
it's enough. Yeah, I mean the walkie-talkies were fantastic.
Amazing.
I just think that he does do good work when he wants to.
He's so
he wants to
excited.
belong. So I mean, understand, in human behavior, all behavior satisfies a need, and it's like, okay, what need? And it's affiliation more than anything else, and I get that.
And he does help. Like he
Yeah,
And
he
loves
it was
Glenn.
annoying the Boy
You don't have
Scouts.
to go
though,
find
to
That's
be
what I
there.
mean. I just feel like having the Boy Scouts involved this year helped us.
Well,
If that makes
and by
sense.
him staying connected, it made him look so much more important. In
He
their
loved
eyes.
that.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
get that. So, but yeah, you're right. It got.
I think each year we do try to reel that back. You know.
Distraction's a good word.
we'll come up with something.
Yeah.
And there's an issue with mice in the concession stand. I mean,
Yep.
can we get some kind of traps or something?
Yeah, we need to.
What I'm going to
Pest
do
control.
is because I think it's worse now than it ever has been.
Yes.
Where they're coming in at, I don't know because we don't have vents in the roof.
Right.
So they've got to be coming in either through
It's
the
by the
doors
fridge, I think that
behind the fridge.
There's a big
Behind-
open hole,
Oh,
by the fridge.
like
Okay.
just like a PVC pipe hole.
I didn't look
She's
in
like,
it. I was too
"What is
afraid to
that?"
look in it.
all right. Then I'll have them put that
Like a screen or
foam
something.
stuff in there.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
what
then-
that was for.
I got to be careful with food down there in decon, but I'll make sure that it's strategically located. But somebody's got to make a concerted effort because when these things die, that place is going to smell like incredible.
I know. We almost.
Yeah.
We almost need like a company, maybe. Like it's.
Um,
If you have one here, like
it's going
can
to be
you
a
send
hard
them?
sell.
Yeah.
So,
Or like maybe we need to invest if we have money left over in totes. I know we started that last year. Why don't we get everything in totes labeled Christmas, or are all of our food leftover containers and things? We need those in totes for
now,
the
should
year.
those totes fit into the existing cabinets, or do you want them to go in the back
I
room?
think they're okay in the existing cabinets, but I just think we need to close them up for the year and then not have to
you open
worry.
a box of something and then it's open.
And you're
they
like, I
can-
can't
yeah.
use this.
Yeah, see, Bonnie started that back in the day with those clear,
Clear
and
ones so you know what's in it, like the popcorn.
We can get those.
Yeah.
That's not a problem because there's plenty of shelf space.
Let's do that and label.
Well,
think would be good.
yeah. Don't talk to Bonnie about labeling because she labeled that whole thing, and so yeah. So
Yeah, but if we could
I
at least
get
just
it.
get
I
things in
it.
totes for the winter, I think that would be priority. And then when we get in there in the spring, we could figure out where we want them.
Okay.
And the clear ones are good because you could see what's in them.
Okay.
Okay, is that it?
I think
I
that's
just
it.
want to say that, I've been doing this for 10 years, cooking for you guys and helping out, and I was a part of the board. You guys are awesome. I mean, where it's come since 2015 when I started, I can't believe it. So great job, especially to this guy right here.
Thanks.
Jack, yeah, great job. Thanks.
Thank you.
And thank you, Jack. He works all weekend. I
Yep.
don't think he gets any sleep.
Yeah, it was that was a long weekend.
It really was.
But no, and Glenn, I don't think anybody cooks as well as you do. And you
If
stay
we didn't
at it.
have you, what would we do?
Seriously. But it's always they're always there. They're always good. And I mean, I panicked when you took your wife somewhere the other day. So
Yeah, you don't
I
want
walked
me on
back
the
there and said,
grill.
"What are you doing?"
trying to cook.
Yeah.
But and Bonnie, thank you
Yep.
for
Yes, Bonnie.
always being there and
You're
always
old
helping.
faithful.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Jumping
Thank
in
you, Glenn.
wherever is needed.
I enjoyed
Well,
We're glad.
hopefully we'll put some of those together. Okay.
Okay, Gianni's Pizza, September promotion is over. So nothing will be happening with
Well,
that. And-
their whole family was there. It was really nice. The whole family came over, and I'm picking up a check this week from the last month, and she more or less said, whenever we want to, if we think we want to, pick a month and just run with the ball and do it, then they're all for it. So,
But in the meantime, you're going to leave flyers in that if somebody wants to order, and
Yep.
them have them bring
yeah,
it to
I
'em.
mean, we're still going to put them all up on the, on the tennis court and stuff like that. And I'd like to get one mounted on the concession stand somewhere, but
I got one left, so we can do that.
And
Okay.
he's going to ask them about doing trail of treats.
Oh, I already did.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I texted them
And
already.
are we still getting a plaque for Arlene for the concession stand or stage? Especially if we do have funds. Like we were going to put her name on the concession stand or stage.
No, we were going to put. I mean, when it gets renamed, it goes up on top.
Oh yeah.
It's
So
huge.
like, are we doing that?
It's still pending.
Okay,
We're still
gotcha.
talking about it. So
I was on my mind, so I wanted to check.
And Gianni said, we're gonna try. Let me double check on the trail
Okay.
of treats, adding a table.
Okay.
All right, Trail of Treats. We have 19 tables so far. Nicole, I did put you and your friend down, so there's 2.
Yeah, she'll pass out the glow sticks if you need to, like wherever you need her, or she'll be connected to me.
Yep. So,
Am I on here?
yeah. I thought
You remember my
signed up.
friend
Did you not
Courtney?
sign
She
up?
comes and helps us. She'll
I
be
didn't
here.
I did not.
Oh, you
sign
didn't
up.
actually-
Do I need to do that on the Sign Up Genius?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can throw you on there. It's
Okay.
not a big deal.
did you put Lou McQuillan, our magistrate,
Yep.
on there? Okay, thank
Yep.
you.
I put on Cindy Lou who? Cindy Lou, Darlene, and Sean.
Okay, thanks.
Arndt.
And then
Yeah.
if Darlene does come, we need to have a space where she could have a line of people because we had her on the corner and she likes to talk to them individually and the kids like the gator. So I just want like a space where they could line up versus block the path.
She knows everybody in Cecil.
Right.
Yeah.
but
So,
that's-
and I already told her this, so like she knows, but I just, when we place them, I just want to be mindful of that.
usually we used to have her at the other end where the two paths come back together, just right at the ball field. Mm-hmm. I mean, do you want to put her across? So
Well,
that-
yeah, because people couldn't get around there last year, they couldn't get out because they were waiting for that line. So I don't know the solution, but I just
She brings a ton of stuff. That's
she
the
does,
main
and then
thing.
she's like, pick one. She lets you pick a couple, like it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So I just
She
want to
has
make
the whole
sure.
backfield.
Yeah.
Now, she said she will not be there, though, if the weather is bad.
Right.
Because she can't use the gator, so. All right, is everybody okay with this order for Grandpa Joe's?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll get that done. Jack, you
order.
okay?
Yeah, you want me?
Well, I
you
didn't
want me
know.
just?
She's like,
are we
pick.
gonna go or what are we gonna do?
Well, I'll order it and then they'll let us know when it's in,
We'll go and pick it up and pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
okay?
What time do you want us to be there?
Yeah. When can we get in the park?
10? One of the people asked to be there at 10. So we don't all have to be there at 10, but she asked because does a big setup, the adoption
Yes. So
connection.
do I. Yeah. So
She does, yeah, so.
Is
I
it?
mean-
Can we get in at 9:30, Jack? Is that too early? But I feel like I ran out of time last year, and then people were coming, and then I had to help
Yeah, you
other
do a lot,
people.
Tell you what,
Yeah.
I'll just open the gate at 8.
Okay.
And you know,
works.
now we're only going to go in and out one
Correct.
location because getting around that backstop is too hard for people. They misjudge it and then they scrape up against the.
Yep.
So it's just this end that we're going to go in
And
and
will
out.
we be marking the spots the day before? What day is that? Remember we put chalk on them last year?
Yeah,
Yes.
What day is that? Would that be a Friday?
Friday, yeah,
Right, and I
Friday.
think we have to bring a table or.
I've got 7 tables down there.
I can't mark
but-
them
I feel
this
like
year.
I
I'm
brought a
working.
couple
Are you gonna
tables
mark them?
last
Yeah,
year.
and I have
you mark them?
I have
Okay, it's not
4
hard.
lighter ones in here that we could use if need be. But the only one that I really set a table up for is Lou. He asks for one, and I don't have a problem loaning him one. So other than that, everybody else is kind of expected to bring their own.
I have my own. If someone needs one, I have an extra.
But you can use Parks and Rec can use whatever's down there. You know, whatever tables are down there. And I found that hand cart, you can put them on there and push them a lot easier than trying to carry them because those things are heavy.
Yeah.
I feel like I was in the pavilion and I didn't need.
Oh yeah, there's
Just pick-
pavilion spots too, and
When
you
we
could
set up
also
the
just sit in
dragon.
your car
Yeah.
if you don't want a table. You could put them in your car.
Are you bringing the dragon?
I was just gonna say, you want the dragon again?
Yeah.
It only comes out of the attic one day.
Yeah, we have to have the dragon.
And then do
Yeah.
when you do the hail bay, the
And you're bringing your bench?
bales
Well, if
and
somebody
do the
wants to help me, I
flowers.
can do it on Friday. We can go and like, we have little flags
I'm not
now.
available this year on Friday because I'm working.
That's okay. I mean, like, just however many we end up with, and we could just along the trail. And
Yeah,
back
we'll
roads.
just mark it along the trail like we did last year.
Yeah,
Did we
Haley
go
won't
put,
be
like,
there.
Some flowers, like, remember last year, didn't we put hay
I think we
bales?
just we had your chair in front of the dragon, your bench.
Yeah, we did the bench for the
The
kids
bench,
to sit and
and
get a
I think we had
picture,
bales
and
of hay, didn't we? Or
We did hay and some flowers, I
Pumpkins
think.
or
Can they
something.
use the ones that we still?
You
They
know
won't
what,
be
you
good
used
by
the,
then.
mums
wet.
that were there from the fall festival, and they didn't put the mums out this year.
Problem
You want
with
my
that-
corn stalks?
Problem when hay bales get wet and they sit for long, they start
They're
growing.
gross. If they-
So
Yeah,
those are gone.
yeah.
Do we need a couple more?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tell them if we get them from Pete, then we're going to pay him this time.
Nicole
He
burned out her
donated
corn
these,
stalks,
and they ended up not using
from her
them.
front porch.
And it's just like
My mom's.
That's
The hay
awkward.
is
You want my
a little
mom's?
dear this year.
Huh?
Hay, I
Those were
mean,
mine,
nobody
too.
got a third cutting or
Yeah.
even a second cutting, so it's
Gonna be a
because
premium
of the
this year, so.
drought. Is it okay if I spend like $25 at Bednar's for flowers? Or-
And more than that. I mean, you see what
I don't think we
got,
did
so-
flowers last year, so I would just
We
say
did.
we
put 'em on
did.
the hay bales.
They were from the front of the, in front
Oh,
of the
for mums.
stage.
It's for
The
pictures.
mums,
For
yeah.
posing for pictures with the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the little bench.
Yeah. If there's something you want moved or something, let me know ahead of time. Okay. When we get closer to things, my time gets less and less. So, but if you need something moved, let me know. If I can't do it, I'll get somebody from Public Works to do it.
Is Kata still in town for that?
She is moving, but I don't know if she's available.
Will Kata be here? In
Will you check
October?
with her about, see if she'll still be around for Halloween
She
or
gets
not?
some great shots.
Yeah, they
of
definitely
kids.
are moving. I'm not.
Do you see
sure
the one
when.
she did of me with my like walkie and Parks and Rec shirt? It was so cute.
Yeah, she takes great pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she would have come Sunday, but she was.
But yeah,
sick.
we're trying to
That's
pack
fine.
the park with businesses. So call in all your favors, reach out to all the businesses you know personally, and try to get them to our
Yep.
event. Because I would love a full park for this. We're at 18. We could definitely do 30.
Does Billy Ann do that?
I was gonna wonder, does Billy want to do a table? Oh, she does so much for us. I didn't even want to ask.
She's
FY
always been too busy. She's wanted
FYI.
to do it.
Everybody reach out to her at some point not all at the same time. She did slip on the ramp coming out of her trailer and
Yeah.
hit pretty hard. I think she had to go have her neck checked after that surgery. So as you think about it, just reach out and check on her because
Okay.
she'd appreciate it. But yeah, she hit pretty hard.
I.
I gave her hell, she said, I've been taking the neck.
Yeah. Where are they?
Well,
Ask.
Yeah.
I dare you.
Never saw any of these people that got hurt. We were just
Do you
missed
have
a lot.
Do you have our sweatshirts that we could maybe wear to Trail of Treats?
well, they're not. They haven't called me to tell me that they're ready. So once they do, you'll have them.
Okay.
You have to have a costume.
I know, but like I just wear a sweatshirt sometimes instead of a costume because
Now, since
Parks and
it's
Rec.
3 weeks away.
But it's going to be 80 degrees probably.
Okay, Simply Christmas,
Usually we all wear costumes.
same setup as last year. Is
Okay.
Generations marked off?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we have to decide on a movie because
Yeah, that was on the list.
Movie with the discount is pending.
Can you just do Elf or the Grinch?
Grinch.
Was there any? I could not find any Christmas ones.
Okay, you guys need to decide collectively.
Can you pull it up real quick? Like Christmas?
That one year we just did the Grinch. and
Yeah, just put
kept
the Grinch on loop.
rotating it and just kept playing it over and over.
Mm-hmm.
That was the original Grinch. Okay, that was
My
when
kids
we
love
were
that.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
My kids watch that every day.
So we didn't need anything for that?
When we were kids.
The old cartoon one. They watch it every morning.
Yep. And then movie. And then do you want to do the same cookies or do you want to do like reindeer food? Like to make reindeer food for how successful were the cookies?
Wasn't that a pain?
I thought we got them from GFS and then they painted like a melted snowman on it.
I definitely
I
like
like
that.
that.
I like the ornament.
They love
they
the
do
ornaments.
the ornament,
So
then
we
put it
probably
up
need
on the
more of those
tree.
because we use leftovers, right,
We're out
Wendy?
of them.
Yeah.
We're out of the ornaments.
Yeah.
And
So,
if there are, there may be 10 or 15 left.
so we need those from Oriental Trading.
Yep. Yep. He usually gets a mailing just beforehand too.
Yeah.
It gives us a discount. So
Okay.
Oriental Trader, I always get. Is that where you get them from?
Yeah, let's get
I always
those.
get like a big coupon, and
you know. So watch for those to come in.
I swear they email me every day.
So basically, it's going to be the same then as previous. Just need to decide on this movie.
Is Heather still going to be in charge? Should she be choosing it, or
What?
is she going to still be doing Simply Christmas, Heather?
Who's Heather?
Stars
oh,
on
Heather.
there.
Heather.
Okay.
Thinking-
What's wrong?
You mean as the lead on
I
it?
was thinking somebody.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, does she want to pick this movie? Or, I don't know.
I think we're out of time. We just gotta pick
I
it.
don't have little kids, so I don't like.
That Flintstone Christmas is the only thing I recognize, but let's keep going.
Christmas.
Christmas
Yeah,
Karen.
these are
Home
kind of
Alone
weird
one.
ones,
Christmas Karen?
huh?
What is
Oh
this?
my.
Oh, there's Yogi. Oh,
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
yeah.
Did you see
How about
Christmas
like Elf
Vacation?
or something?
Yeah, that's what I
Like
said. Elf or the Grinch.
Can't go wrong with a Grinch. That's
Those
fine.
don't look like.
These are weird.
They're like Hallmark movies.
A Christmas Story.
These look like Hallmark movies or something.
Lifetime.
No.
I'm going too fast. Let me know.
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
you're good. Keep going.
Oh, and the Christmas card. Should we get started on that too?
You're on the fourth one. How about like one?
Oh, yeah.
No, we did one already.
Yep.
Did you miss it?
Do you want me to mock up a Christmas
We are-
card, Wendy?
okay.
I'll
Yeah,
go
I-
back.
Do you
I'll
want
start over
to send me
again.
some pictures you want
Hold
on
like
it?
by most popular.
Is there like an updated Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Beethoven's Christmas was, that's a good kid.
Yeah, I think it's a good kids movie too.
Prancer is really good.
Is it?
Yeah, that's an old one.
By Heat Miser. and-
How old is How long is Prancer?
It needs to be something they can like pop in and out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original Grinch is like 30 minutes.
Is
Remember how many times we replayed it?
Does it fall underneath this?
It is short.
Does it fall underneath this
I
or?
think it did. Where did we get it? I think that's how we got introduced to Swank. 'Cause
Maybe the kids don't know.
I think the copyright would be out on that by now.
Remember the one with the Heat Miser and Rudolph? the
Christmas
Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Chronicles.
Huh?
Christmas Chronicles. I like that one.
Heat Miser, wasn't that
What was that? That was
Earl Ives with?
But that was a good one. It was the abominable snowman thing and all that.
Jack Frost. There it is, National
National
Lampoons.
Lampoon.
But there's that
That's
inappropriate.
PG-13 though.
There's
Yeah.
that inappropriate pool scene where she gets out of the pool and he's looking at her. That would be what happens when parents walk in.
Yeah, and that's what would end up on Facebook.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I don't know, Margot.
Where's like Elf?
What about Mickey's
I
Christmas
think
Carol?
is Elf PG-13 too though.
Is it?
It might.
No,
be.
there's nothing bad in Elf.
I don't think so either, but I think it's PG-13.
Well, there's
It's
32 of them
PG.
at least. So
Yeah, Mick. Can you just type in Grinch?
Mickey
Yeah,
and
where's
Minnie. How about
Grinch?
the Mickey and Minnie?
Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. But that's the girl mom in me, so that's probably not it.
A Muppet
Disney
Christmas?
thing. Look at that one.
I love a Muppet Christmas Carol.
Very Merry
you're
Christmas
thinking
sing
Rudolph's
along.
first Christmas, Arden.
Yeah, I mean,
Elf is PG.
see the
it's not
little
PG-13.
kids now wouldn't.
Oh,
have
there's
seen that.
there it is, the Grinch. Get that one. That's
See,
what we want.
That's the
That's
sign
the-
we put out here.
That's
Okay.
the Jim
original?
Carrey one though.
That's
Well,
the Jim
original-
Carrey.
The original was the one we showed.
Yeah.
The cartoon,
I
yeah.
like.
We won Jim Carrey.
I like the cartoon.
Oh, that's Jim. Okay, that's Jim.
Oh, the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yes,
yeah.
perfect.
It's an old one
Let's
too.
watch the trailer.
Get it.
Oh my god.
How long is it?
Oh, a minute?
It's classic.
No, I mean the movie.
Then anybody could come in here, watch a couple funny scenes, eat some popcorn, and go on their way. It's the best. Merry Christmas, Martha May.
There's an even newer. Maybe they like.
The Grinch. Jim Carrey
A little
is
scary for some of the little ones.
I'm sorry,
The
no, the cat's
Grinch.
seen this one.
The cat got sucked up.
What was that?
Yeah, that might be a little scary for little ones.
It's
You think they don't want to watch it at home?
That's the best. That's my vote.
I would volunteer to dress up as the Grinch.
Oh,
Oh,
yay.
see?
And I have a Santa Claus outfit at my house.
And I have Grinch Family Bingo. If
Cool.
you want that as an
All right,
activity.
what other one were we looking at?
Elf.
I vote
Elf.
For, I vote for the reindeer one.
Elf or elves?
Elf.
Elf.
It is PG. It's not PG-13.
There it is.
What's the one you said the name on?
Prancer is really sweet.
No.
We need like something classic because they're not going to watch the whole thing.
Classic.
Oh, that's fine.
Jock, what was the name of that one you just said?
Oh, it's not a costume. I'm an elf.
Me?
I'm gonna vote for Elf
Well,
too.
Technically, I'm
You
a
could
human,
dress
but I
up
was
as
raised
Elf.
by elves.
New
Glenn.
Line Cinema presents the story of one elf.
You just need
who's
yellow
coming
tights.
home for Christmas. Boy.
Can't wait to see my dad. We're gonna go ice skating.
Yeah, I love
Sugar
Will.
plums.
Why is it PG? Like scary?
Sorry.
Now,
I think someone sent you a Christmas gram.
Dad.
we should call security.
Good idea.
I like to whisper too.
Buddy's experiencing a world he never knew existed.
But he's your son.
What am I gonna do?
He's certifiably insane.
Discovering what it takes to fit in. And going where no elf has gone before.
What he needs is to be nurtured. Bring him home. Introduce him to Emily and Michael.
How long do you think you'll be with us?
I was thinking like forever.
He cannot stay here.
We can't just throw him out in the snow.
He loves the snow. He's told me 15 times.
Ow! Son of a nutcracker! We can take him.
Where did you say you were from?
This holiday season,
I think you're beautiful, and my tongue swells up when I am around you.
get ready
I planned out our whole day. I thought maybe we could make gingerbread houses and maybe even hold hands.
for a tall tale
How are we gonna get the star on top?
of elfish proportions.
I got it.
Will Ferrell,
Okay, people, Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh my God! I know him. I know him.
Elf,
Do you remember me?
Dude, I didn't recognize
I know. I'm in work clothes. I didn't know you had elves here.
You're hilarious, my friend.
Did you have to borrow a reindeer to get down here?
Hey, you feeling strong, my friend? Call me Elf one more time.
You're an elf.
He's an angry elf. Look at you! Ow! Buddy the elf, what's your favorite color? Put that down.
Wow.
I think we do Elf, and then also can we serve pancakes?
Who's cooking them?
I mean, we would just have I have a griddle
You
for
need
my camper.
spaghetti with syrup.
Yeah,
Isn't that what he does?
because like pancakes are so cheap,
Oh.
and it's almost like a breakfast with Santa.
They would have to eat over there because
Right, they eat over there and have
But
some
we can get the
pancakes.
What
frozen
time is
ones
it?
and just warm them up.
Right, we could do those too. They have them at
Little
Sam's.
frozen ones.
But then yeah, we could just do a little pancake breakfast. It's free, and then come on over, watch your movie, decorate your ornament, and then
how long do you expect this to be then? Start to finish.
Well, I feel like we could have Elf playing during all of it. So what's our time on the event? Do we have a time?
Elf right here.
Yeah, Elf's gonna be in
Where are
here.
they gonna be eating?
They're gonna eat over there with the tables.
They don't eat.
Yeah, no.
97 minutes.
Could we
Oh,
have
that's an hour
popcorn
and
in
a
here, or that's a no?
This is an hour and a half. That's the only thing. Like,
Well, if it plays continuously, then it's got to be at least 3
Right.
hours.
Yeah.
Right?
What time is the event?
Yeah. What do we have on the event for time?
it's usually a 2-hour event.
Yeah, 2-hour event.
Yeah. So we don't. Yeah, the movie just plays once then. Again, people are just gonna pop in and watch it. They're not gonna stay for the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean.
You never know.
Now, what day is this?
Sunday, right?
See, that's the thing. Church butts up against it. So is it going to be Sunday afternoon?
Yeah, we don't have a Facebook event with time yet, so this is definitely something we're gonna talk about.
Date that we said for that?
It's
I'm looking
the
it up. I forget.
yeah.
10 to
It's
12.
December 14th.
What date?
The 14th.
The 14th?
Yeah.
Yep. What do we have on there? 10 to 12. Yeah, 2 hours. That's fine.
14th is a Sunday?
Yes.
That's church time.
I know.
We saw what happened at the Fall Festival. Now, granted, the Steeler game was on.
Steeler
so I
game.
get it. But
Can we do the 13th?
Glenn brought his own TV, so, you know.
Right.
When is this?
And Glenn will cook pancakes for us. Glenn, don't you want to cook pancakes? Come on. Right. We could just do like elf themed.
Yeah, I'll be Elf.
Yeah. I'll run the craft and help with pancakes, whatever you want me.
Can we do Saturday the 13th?
Well, hasn't it always been on Sunday?
It was
And
always
that's
Sunday.
ours?
Sunday.
How was it
And have
last
you had
year?
a good turnout? I mean,
How
I
was the
haven't been
turnout
Yeah,
there
last
we've
this
always
year?
had a good turnout. I mean,
And we'll know from our
I think it
sign up,
was earlier,
Genus.
too. I think it was like.
Steelers play on the
you register,
15th.
right?
A lot of
They
churches do
registered, and then
Saturday
they made
night.
a little
now.
Monday night?
ornament, and they hung it on the tree, and,
I brought the kids last
So
year.
there is no Steeler game on that Sunday.
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
And
Pancake.
we had popcorn, which is a little messy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had it out there. And it
We could
worked
just
fine.
eliminate. Yeah,
They
if
make
I'm fine with
cookies,
still
right?
serving
Maybe the cookie.
popcorn.
I don't
Yeah.
remember popcorn, but I wouldn't have.
We have the old popcorn machine in
we did
there.
popcorn
Wheel it
here
on
all
out.
over
I
the
think they wore their
place.
jammies.
Want me to see if Pat Ware will make the pancakes and bring them over so we don't have to mess with them
Yeah.
over at Generation.
You can buy them.
It's completely up to
like
you, yeah.
frozen, like little mini frozen.
I have a
pancakes
little
that are not
camp
bad.
griddle that I cook in my camper. It's an electric griddle, so it's no big deal if it's going to cost you.
We could do that right
That's
out
a
there.
lot of
Right.
pancakes, though.
I mean, you could probably put 5 pancakes on it at a time,
Okay.
you know. And pancake mix is cheap.
Yeah.
We're not gonna.
I'm thinking logistically. I mean,
Yeah.
how are we going to pull this thing off?
Yeah. And we don't have to decide today. We could think about it, but
being in December, that's 10 to 12 is church time, and I just think it's going to.
But that's what we did it before.
Yeah, and that first year it was packed. That last year it was like ebbed and flowed. You know?
there was something else that same day though. Remember, it
Was
was
the first year Sunday?
it was something else. And is the Cecil doing their breakfast with Santa? They canceled it last
Yeah,
year.
they
So
Yeah.
that was the whole reason why I brought the pancakes back, because we're kind of they didn't do it last year. They canceled.
Breakfast
It
with
was
Santa
lunch.
is usually the first Saturday of December.
So that'd be
It was
before
a hot
ours.
dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
all-
was
that's
a
all
Santa
past
lunch.
Christmas.
And,
It
they
was
had
hot dogs, yeah.
and you had to pay, I think.
And
Yeah.
that
That
actually,
was a cute event. They had games.
you have to pay for what?
You had to pay for that Santa lunch, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I haven't heard, so I don't know what they're going to do.
Do it on the 13th?
Yeah, what's wrong with the 13th?
Well, we have it advertised for the
This
14th.
finale.
We don't know if the room's open the 13th.
Well, that's true. I'd have to double check. I can check here in a little bit. I can go and get
Plus,
in.
we've had this out
I
here
wouldn't change it now.
online.
See, that's the only problem. We've got it out there.
Yeah.
Next year we could do
We'll just keep it. It's simply Christmas. If we have a simple turnout, then that's what we're doing.
I'm not worried about the movie. All right, if that's the movie you want, I'll put in for it tomorrow.
Let's do
I should
it.
Still be able to get the discount. It's coordinating whatever you want to have food wise. We just have to be careful bringing stuff. in
Right.
here.
We don't want anything in here.
Nothing in here.
That's the goal. We want them to eat over there.
Right, but there again, we have 10 to 12, and you got a movie that's 97 minutes. So it's like it's got to start like right at 10. You know.
And we can make a timeline on the event, like
thing is
craft
they-
start
I mean, they
this,
come and
movie
go,
at
they
this.
all come
Yeah,
in
they
at
don't.
different
They don't sit
times.
and watch the whole thing the whole time. They're just.
Right.
in
We'll
and
make
out.
we'll make a timeline. Like craft is from 10 to 11:30. Movie will be from 10 to 12. Like we could, and then they could decide where they want to go during the time frames.
Is Santa Claus going to be here, or are we going to pass on?
Oh, you have to.
We
Santa
have
has
to
to
have
be
him.
there.
Yeah. Like what's the situation there?
He's always out there. There's Santa.
We have a beautiful. We have a
Jack
royal
was a break
green
from it.
chair for you to
Oh,
sit
really?
in.
Sure not doing
Oh, okay. You don't want to
Oh,
be
yeah,
Santa?
we bought a
We have a
Santa
beautiful
for-
chair. We got.
I think we should have new blood.
Oh, okay.
Is your wife gonna be Mrs. Claus or?
Oh.
She needs to be.
Color, it's a part of the.
Yeah. Because that helped. That's so cute. And then I'll work on. I have a better backdrop holder this year, so I'll build something bigger, better. Build back better. Okay.
Hold back.
Well, we have
You
to
could do
have it back.
balloons.
We need it back.
Yeah, we had a balloon.
Like a balloon arch.
Yeah, we had a balloon
I made
arch.
those for my
If
kids'
you want to
birthdays.
make one, please do.
help you.
My balloon arch days are.
Yep.
If you can't for any reason, I'll do it for free.
Yeah. So we'll.
I mean, I have the full out.
Awesome.
Okay, so let's get through Trail of Treats. We'll lock in Simply Christmas at the next meeting so we could get an advertisement out there. I'll make a save the date on Facebook.
Okay.
And take a look at Oriental Trading and see what you think might work out good for some little
A
thing.
craft.
I mean,
yeah, I'll definitely run a craft.
I don't think I'd do the Grinch heart again. Try to find something different.
Yep.
Okay.
We want to do an ornament that they
Or the cookie, the cookie or reindeer food.
I like the order.
But remember, Santa Claus needed something to give to him too. And that's
okay.
when they
And then-
they used
oh,
the
yeah.
little thing in the cup, in the Grinch cup.
We'll need toys.
Didn't they give him? He gave him a candy cane too, right? And
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you picked up candy canes last year. Didn't you?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
And then I'll work on the Christmas card mock-up because we want to get that out.
What's that for?
We send Christmas cards to all of our sponsors.
Okay.
So if there's a picture that you really liked from this year, send it to me and I'll include it.
Okay.
It'd be nice if we could do an online thank you to our little volunteers. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I
Like-
messaged about.
Like a special little card, like something, you know what I mean? Like a little thank you card or, I don't know, Christmas card, something.
Yeah, if you have their email, then that'd be great.
We have their emails.
Yeah,
Yeah, we emailed it to a whole bunch of people.
correct, yeah.
There were, our sponsors, we mailed it, but then we had a whole nother group. I think we actually emailed it to our vendors.
Because Black Friday has a Christmas card sale at Walmart, so that's when I typically.
Okay, any other new business?
Nope.
Okay, meeting adjourned at, what time is it?
Did I take yours?
8:04.
Thank you.
This. No, that's fine. Okay.
Oh.